Hello and welcome to the Nuts and Bolts presentation for freshman orientation. I'm Keith Krepko and I'm an advisor with the College of Sciences. I'm going to be walking you through this video. So the first thing that we would like you to know about are some important dates for the fall semester. The first one being the tuition deadline. So this is the day that you will have to be ready to pay for your courses, and that is August 31st. You also have about a week to decide if you would like to change any of your classes and receive a full refund for that course. And that deadline is September 8th. Then there's a period of time where you can drop the course and get a 50% refund for your classes, and that would be September 15th. And then lastly, the date to drop without any academic penalty to you, but with no refund, is going to be November 10th. I also put a little asterisk down at the bottom. It says that the dates and deadlines are subject to change and to check your emails for any updates. So as we are still deciding and learning what the fall semester is going to look like, again, some of these dates might change. So definitely want to be aware of that. Okay, I also want to go over quickly some goals for success. The College of Science majors can be challenging, so it's important to kind of know what your benchmarks are and the targets that you're trying to hit. So first, for graduation, just a 2.0 GPA is going to get you graduated. That's a C average. But for the graduate and the pre-health schools that many of you may be wanting to go into, we would really encourage a 3.0 minimum GPA and a 3.7 as kind of a good target to make sure that you're competitive for any graduate school programs you'd be applying into. Really quickly, some keys to success that we see impacting students from an advising standpoint is the need to create a balanced schedule. That's something that we will be going over with you during registration. But it's really important to be aware of how your strengths and weaknesses are going to affect the courses that you're taking. And so it's really important to balance that schedule out. If you're not strong in math, then you might only want to take one math course and not overwhelm yourself with other kind of classes that are going to challenge your time management when it comes to that course. Also be aware of any co or prerequisites. So in the sciences, we do have a lot of them. So you definitely want to be aware that you're taking courses in the sequence that you need to in order to be on track for graduation and successful. What we hear a lot in advising are students who have concerns about their grades with classes or the content in the classes that they're taking. And we really do want to encourage you to take the initiative to track your progress, to really ask yourself how you're doing in the courses, and then to communicate with your professors. They are going to be the best point of contact for you. And we as advisors would not have access to those specific courses. So we really do want to encourage constant and clear communication with your professors about your classes. Also, we want to encourage you to utilize student resources. So whether that is peer mentoring or tutors or online resources that ODU has partnered with, we definitely want to encourage you to utilize those as well as your professors and your peers. And then it's very important to know your options with your course scheduling. Okay, the academic requirements that we want to make you aware of. So if you do not have advanced placement, AP, or dual enrollment credit for an English composition, then you will need to do a writing sample placement test in order to register for English composition at ODU. If you do have credits for those, then you would not need to worry about the writing sample placement test. You will also need to complete an upper level writing intensive course. So every major has a writing intensive requirement. You won't need to worry about that yet. It's going to be more of a senior level course. All right, so GPA requirements. Again, we kind of went over this in the major. That 2.0 C average is going to get you to graduation. But if you're also doing the Monarch Teach program, that means you are getting a teacher licensure along with your College of Science major. Then they would want you to have a 2.75 GPA for graduation. And then if you have a minor, which a minor is not required, but they would want you to have a 2.0 in the minor as well. Finally, the credit requirement for a bachelor's degree is going to be 120 credits. So we definitely want to make sure that you are on track to get your 120 credits when it comes time for graduation. Lastly, again, going back to that balanced schedule idea, is balancing your schedule. So full-time minimum is going to be 12 credits. So that's about 4 classes. That finish in 4 idea. So again, if you come in wanting to finish your degree within a 4-year time period, you could do 15 credits every fall and spring and not do any summer classes. And that would help you finish in 4 years. Again, it's very easy to stay on track even if you go 12 credits, let's say, or 13 credits for an initial semester, just to kind of help ease you in. You could just pick up an extra class over the following summer to help, again, keep you on that finish in 4 idea. The maximum load is 18 credits, which we do not recommend for students of any level, and definitely not for freshmen. And so definitely keeping around that 15 credit pace is probably where you should be. And that does it for the nuts and bolts. Welcome to ODU. We look forward to talking to you soon, and we will in the fall semester.